what's up? I'm going to be doing my Q&A video for you guys, and I was actually hoping that I would get a little bit more questions, but I didn't. But since I said I was going to make it in a week, then I'm going to go ahead and do it. Let's get started. So Beta King K asked, why did you choose to play clarinet? What celestial force persuaded your mind to play clarinet? I actually didn't decide to play clarinet myself. It was more of my best friend at the time wanted to play clarinet in band, and it was 6th grade, so we were going in a band, and I actually didn't want to be in band, but she talked me into it, and I was like, well, I guess I'll play what she's playing so I can sit by her. I went all throughout school playing band and like pursuing music further, and they didn't really pursue it as far as me. Dorothy Zabornok asked, how many hours would you say you practice in 1 week? Lately I've been slacking a lot since I'm still adjusting to my move, and being in an apartment, I don't know, I'm sort of scared to play like loudly because I'm afraid everyone in the building can hear me, and I don't want to be like bothering people, because I'm always worrying, I can't even talk. I'm always worrying what other people are thinking about me. Like, I don't want to be aggravating them or anything. So right now, this past week, I probably practiced 3 hours. That was it. But whenever I was at home and I was still in school, I probably practiced about 5 hours a week, probably like that. And Jammer Lee asked, when was your first district band type event? So, with me, I didn't start doing the honor bands until I was a sophomore for some crazy reason. I didn't really know they existed. My band director never told me about them, and my freshman year I thought about it but decided not to because I was too scared and I wasn't really that into it then. But my sophomore year, our first band event was all region. Like the region that I was in was like the only region in a state that had an all region. I don't know, those are sort of just faded out. No one really does them anymore. But my first honor band that I ever did, I actually ended up getting a symphonic band, which is really weird for a first time like honor band student to get into a symphonic band, and I got 15th chair, but my band director was really proud of me and it was pretty sweet, and my best friend ended up sitting right next to me, so that was pretty cool. This person asked, Christy Cat asked, what colleges did you audition for and what were they like? Like, were they blind? What did you play, etc.? I'm not going to really tell you guys the college I auditioned for because it's only one and it's the one I'm going to. But I had met with the clarinet professor actually like a month prior, and I practiced with him for my all-state stuff. He's actually really cool. I really like him. That's why I decided to go to this college that I'm going to. And he pretty much prepared me, told me what he would like to see me play, which was like my fast excerpt for my all-state piece. And I played Canzonetta for them too. That's also on this channel. It's like the 3rd video or something like that. Go watch that because that's what I played for them. So fast technical and a slow lyrical. I was actually in the college honor band at the time whenever they did the auditions, so I got called out of my practice to go do it, and I sat outside while the saxophone was auditioning too, and I was just shaking and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. And I went in there, and my clarinet professor was really nice, and the dean of the music school is sitting right next to him, and she was asking me questions. It's pretty much like an interview, asking you why you wanted to pursue music and what you plan on achieving through college, and they have you warm up, and he asked me to play my chromatic scale, and I didn't do so good. Like, I was so nervous, and he understood, and he was like, well, let's try that again. Pretty much the audition was for a scholarship for music, and I did end up getting the scholarship, although it wasn't what I wanted. I wanted to get a full ride, but I guess they don't do those anymore for music, which is pretty sad. So that really sucks, but at least I got some money. But that's pretty much what that was like. And Mia Winslet asks, any tips for playing 16th notes on the clarinet? I feel like this one would have to be a video. just remember to have them crisp and clear and separated fully. I really don't know how to explain it. I'm so bad at explaining it. That's why I'm not going into music education. I can't explain to you how to play something. And Tori K13 asks, why are you holding a flute? And I'm not going to answer you. And Chris Roberts asks, if you had to play a different instrument, what would it be? So, if I had to play a different instrument, it would actually be the oboe, because I ended up playing oboe the summer before my junior year. I wanted to play the oboe. We had an oboe at our school, and my band director gave me the book and gave me the instrument. Like, I had to beg her to let me learn, because by then I was really good on the clarinet, and the next year I was going to be first year clarinet. She knew I wasn't switching like in our band to the oboe, but I wanted to learn on the side, and she warned me several times. She was like, if you try to learn the oboe while you're practicing or while you're doing clarinet, it's going to mess off your embouchure really bad, because whenever she did education, it messed up hers. Like, that was the worst instrument she had to learn, with embouchure. So I actually had the oboe for a week, and the oboe that I was playing on, it was not right. Like, it was messed up. There were some keys that weren't working. I don't think it was me, because I was trying my hardest. It was like the F key or something, and that was like at the beginning of the book, and it just wouldn't come out. And I was like, it can't be me, because I'm trying all these things, and it can't be. And I ended up giving up because I couldn't play on an oboe, like a right kind of oboe. And then this previous year with our new band director, we ended up cleaning out some of the old instruments, and I found a really nice wooden oboe, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this was here. I could have learned how to play the oboe. But pretty much the reason why I wanted to play the oboe was because I had the ambition to learn, and I wanted to learn it good. And there aren't that many good oboe players, and you would have more of a chance of getting in a band being a good oboe player than being a good clarinet player, because as hard as I try, I only got 10th and 9th chair all-state. If I was an oboe player and I was about the same skill level I am now, I probably would have been first chair in the orchestra. But I wanted to play the oboe for some time. But that was also after I purchased my buffet, and my mom was like, no, you're not switching to the oboe. We spent money on that buffet. And there's one more question on my Facebook, and I've got to go to that. She said, how long have you been playing the clarinet? And I've been playing the clarinet for 8 years now. I started in 6th grade, and I didn't actually start taking off with it until I was a sophomore, because, you know, middle school, you're always like, goof around. It was just pretty easy. I was 3rd clarinet in middle school, and I never really went up chairs. I just sat in the back. One of the main reasons why I sat in the back is because my best friend played bass clarinet, and I didn't really have any friends in the clarinet section, because back then I didn't really want to make friends. So I sat in the back, like, intentionally, and I just got 3rd parts, and I was like, that's fine, I'm just gonna sit back here with my friend and play. But that's pretty much all the questions for my Q&A. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video.